Good morning. Good morning. In the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 22, he said, "By faith, Joseph, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Israel and gave commandment concerning his bones." If you hear village noises in the back, don't worry about it. But listen to me just for a minute. I got something that can really help you at the judgment seat of Christ and give you much more rewards than you're going to get if you just listen to me. Many people give many subjects, little commentaries on many millions of Christian subjects, but this thing right here is very, very important. Joseph, as you know, he started out in his papa's house, and then the pit, and then Potiphar's house, and then the prison, and then prime minister. And he had to endure some serious hatred, and that's what I'm talking to you about. It wasn't just little plastic hatred. It wasn't just a little bit of hatred. It was hatred, and they wanted to kill him. But one of the suggestions of the brothers made it that he wouldn't get killed, but he'd just be thrown in the pit. Now, he made mention of his bones. He made mention of the departing of the children of Israel. But what he didn't say is what is important. Jesus said on the cross 7 sayings, but what he didn't say was very important. Like Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, they know not what they do." He could have said, "Father, kill them all. They know what they're doing." Joseph made mention of the departing and his bones, but he didn't say this. And this says something about Joseph. He didn't say, "Oh, the hatred I had to go through." You see what I'm saying? His heart was soft. His heart was soft. If I'm going to tell you something from my 31 years of Christian experience, listen to me. I've looked down the gun barrel of many a professing preacher and professing Christian. I've looked down the gun barrel of their hatred many a times. Their fury and hatred. And it's just because they failed to discern, according to Matthew 18 or Galatians 6:1, they failed to discern a subject, whatever. That's okay. But at the judgment seat of Christ, what did Christ say? If you forgive not, you're not going to be forgiven. If you forgive not, you're not going to be forgiven. I run into many people, "Well, Brother Jim, if God expects me to forgive my uncle for this, or my cousin for this, or my neighbor for this, God might as well put me in hell right now because I'll never forgive so-and-so." Well, listen to me, friend. You better forgive, because it's an attribute of a lost person not to forgive. It's an attribute of a lost, depraved, lost person not to forgive. And so New Testament Christianity is different from Old Testament Christianity. They had good names, they had peace, they had riches. The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. A good name is rather to be chosen rather than great riches. What else? When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies be at peace with him. But in the New Testament, you apply that to Jesus. What about his good name? No good name. Paul, no good name. What about the great riches? The blessing of the Lord maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow. You see what I'm saying? When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies be at peace with him. That means Jesus or Paul never was right with God a second in their whole life. So what I'm trying to tell you, guys, we're going to have to go through some hatred. Endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. And it's going to come from our brethren. And it's not going to be fake hatred. It's going to be kill 'em hatred. And if the road get rocky, we don't have to get rocky and stony hearts. And expect more hatred. Expect more. Sorry to say, but God bless you. Discern every situation properly. Bless you.